Hey guys, back again, just checking. Yep, that's recording again. One of the huge advancements in technology for bikes is airbags. Again, I was quite surprised that this sort of thing was now available, and there's a number of things on the market, a number of products on the market. You can buy jackets with built-in airbags, or like this Helite. This is a vest that you wear over your riding jacket, so of course you can wear it with absolutely anything, and that's the main reason I went for this, is because I can wear it over the leather jacket, or I've also got a Climb two-piece suit and I can wear it over that as well. And basically how it works is you have a tether. Let me just unclick it here. You have a tether which is attached to the frame just under the seat usually, so you can route this up and underneath your leg. So the idea is that if you go off the back or over the front, this stays in place and it's pulled, and it pulls out. There is a, I don't know whether you can see this correctly. I'm trying to look at the phone to see, because the screen's gone off on the camera, but there is a CO2 cylinder in here. I think it was a 60-gram version, I can't see it, it's around the side. And there is a valve here, and once that is pulled really hard, the cylinder releases the CO2 into the bladder that is all around this, with the intention of giving you a lot of protection. Now there is a absolutely solid back protector that runs up this, and it inflates all the way up here. One of the, I think the most common injuries is to your neck if you fall off, because the neck's not supported and you've got the weight of the helmet plus the forces of the speed you're doing. Your neck can be, your head can be thrown around quite a bit. When this goes off, it comes up very hard and tight to your helmet, so it's virtually impossible to move your head. It's rather like a neck brace that you see ambulance people fit into accident victims. Holds your head very, very still and tightly so you can't move it backwards and forwards and left and right whilst you're in the accident situation. And just like car airbags, this will start to go down fairly quickly. I think 10-15 seconds after it's been deployed, it will start to let the air out. Obviously this is a replaceable cylinder. There's instructions on how to replace it, and I got one free of charge for when I bought this. And yeah, as I said, it is a 60cc. It's marked in there. The extra large version I think is 100 or 90cc. No, it's 100. I'm sure it was 100. So I think that is a must-have piece of gear. Fully adjustable, obviously, and it must fit correctly. The bit here, which you can see here, the lower part must be down, over your backside almost, so it gives you proper hip and pelvis protection. I don't think I can show you this protecting. Yeah, it's built in here. I don't know whether you can see it. It is removable, but it's not the easiest thing to take out. But that is very, very hard. I assume it's category, what's the highest? Category 2 protection. And yeah, as I say, fully adjustable on the clips here. It must not be a super tight fit. The idea is that it is tight enough that you should be able to get your a fist anywhere underneath it, between your body and whatever you're wearing and the vest. Just the fist space. Otherwise it can't, if it's too tight, obviously it can't deploy correctly. Again, not cheap. This was £499 or £399. It's £400 or £500, so it's a major investment. But I think, well, it's not something I would do without. I think if it's available. and I've seen it in use in a slow speed accident on YouTube. A guy fell off his bike, went too fast around the corner, slid off, went into the side of the road, a small ditch and some rocks and things, and just got up, and it definitely did its job. The back protection is significant, and the head protection also, when this deploys, appears to be very, very good. Okay, high vis is not everybody's cup of tea, but they do it in other colours. I think black one and the high vis, and possibly there might have been a green one, but get onto the Helite website and have a look. Very pleased with their customer service. I actually rang them because I wasn't entirely sure of the correct size, because a couple of the sizes seemed to cover my chest size. They were very, very helpful. One of their sales managers rang me back, and they also do a try before you buy scheme. They will send out one of their sales guys to you, and you can be fitted for the vest, and they'll sell you the correct size whilst he's there. Unfortunately, I needed it quickly, and he was off, I think, for a week's holiday, so I left it to his judgment on the correct size, which they posted through. Took 2 days to arrive, but he was right, and this is the perfect size. High vis definitely for me on a very, very dark bike. Makes sense. Hopefully we'll never have to use it, but if we do, it's there. The idea with the strap is that there's enough movement on it, so you could get off the bike. If you made a mistake and forgot you were wearing it, you could actually get off, and the force applied to this will not release the valve. I can't remember the amount. I think it was something like 35 kilos was required to activate this, and you're not going to do that if you accidentally step off the bike and just give it a little tug. It's going to take a lot more force than that. So that'll be the next thing. We'll go and find somewhere suitable on the Ducati for this to fit, and that'll be ready to go on every ride. So yeah, do check them out. Helite. Just type that into Google and have a look at the products. There's others available, but after my research, I thought this was the best, and you can use it with whatever jackets you've got. Made no sense to buy a jacket with airbags built in, because you're going to have to get every jacket with that built in, whereas this, yeah, just wear it with anything, leathers, waterproofs, anything you've got. Catch you later.